Hi everyone! My name is Jennifer Carol Beer, and thanks for checking out my first YouTube video ever. I'm using my full name because there's a lot of different Jennifer Beers already out there. So today I wanted to talk about the pyramids that I found here in the country of Bolivia in the province of Tarija. And so I've recently become interested in archaeology, and more specifically, I'm interested in going to sites which have been built obviously a very long time ago with the intention of helping humanity. So I believe that there are sites that were built with ancient technology, and when we fell into the darkness, or when we went into the dark period, these technologies were forgotten, and now that we are moving into the lifting or the new earth, we are going to rediscover how these technologies worked and how they can benefit us in this new earth, and also help us clean up the earth, because as you guys know, Mother Earth is sick. A lot of humans are sick, and so I think we have the technology and ability, once we remember, to activate these sites and help us all heal. So I think there's many different types of pyramids, or at least, the one that most people are familiar with are the ones that are in Egypt. And so they look like, the triangles with the stone steps, kind of that appearance. And this pyramid that I went to looks more like a mound. It does have terraces, so it does kind of have like a step appearance, but it didn't appear to have a lot of stonework built up around it. There were stones there, like walls, but it appeared to be more made of dirt. Now, there could be stone underneath, I'm not sure. But the reason why this one is so interesting is you're going to see that the pyramid itself is extremely green, and all the other mountains around it, we're in the Altiplano, so we're really high in altitude. And so the rest of the mountains, they have some vegetation, but nowhere near what this pyramid had. It had wild anise. It had all kinds of different colors of flowers, and it was just very, very green compared to all the other mountains. And so, just really quick, one of the interesting things about this pyramid that I think there were different purposes for the pyramids. And this one, when I read this book, it's called the Orgone Accumulator Handbook by James DeMeo, and it's a very interesting book. I highly recommend it. And it talks about orgone energy. And so orgone energy is basically like the cosmic life force. It's energy, it's everywhere, you can't avoid it. And this man named Wilhelm Reich, he found a way to build an orgone accumulator device. It's basically like a box, and you can accumulate the orgone energy. And when the orgone energy is in its pure state, it's not been excited by radioactive signals, such as the cell phone towers or stuff like that. When it's not excited, when it's in its natural state, it has the capacity to heal. It has to heal cancers or other diseases. He was doing studies on that. It has the capacity to help grow crops. So if you were living, say, in the Altiplano, and you were able to harness this orgone energy, you could then have better crop yield. And he also talks about how water can magnify the effects of orgone energy. So I read this paragraph, which I'm going to read to you now, in this book, and when I did, I realized that one possible use for the pyramids or mounds was to accumulate orgone energy. So I'm going to read that to you now. So it says, the larger of these kinds of accumulators give the appearance of a root cellar or burial mound. Some authors familiar with ancient archaeological sites have even speculated that the life energy principles were known and used by ancient peoples. Certain ancient mounds and structures have a layered characteristic, using clay soils or stone of high iron content covered over with other layers of organic rich soils or peat. So, in particular with this pyramid, or pyramids that are in this area, there may be 4. Looking from above on Google Earth, it looks like there may be 4 or more. But in particular with this pyramid, I feel that it is an orgone energy accumulator. And so if that's so, I would think that the pyramid would be hollow somewhat in the inside, and a hollow pyramid, the energy would come up from below, and especially if you notice, there's usually always water sources near the pyramids, and if there isn't, it's usually because it's been dried up, probably on purpose. So the energy comes up, and given the shape of the pyramid, it starts spiraling, and then it comes up to the top and spirals upwards. So if you sit within the pyramid, it acts as an orgone accumulator and can be used for healing. And the energy that's coming out of the pyramid could be used to help balance the energies on Mother Earth. So anyways, I wanted just to give you my thoughts on this pyramid, and I hope you enjoy the shots that I took of the site. And if you have any insights or thoughts about what I've just spoken about, please feel free to make a comment below. Thank you. Here's the pyramid we're headed to, right here.
Son 3, ¿no ves?
You can tell them, as you can see, it has some layers.
You can see the terraces from here.
La otra vez está más allá, ¿no?
We're almost there.
We're almost there. We're gonna go park the car. Hiking through the mountains in Bolivia. There is nothing more gorgeous than this. There's the pyramid right there. How cool is this? Again, I apologize. Next time I will buy a stick, selfie stick. And here's a valley. There's like a little house in there. I don't know if you can see it. Straight up. Oh, there you can see the steps in the lake. Okay, we think we might have found a tunnel. Let me see if I can find it. It's kind of hard to see with the sunlight. But right, see that house? It looks like there's a cave right there. And there's some ruins right there. And I think we're gonna have to come back to explore in there. And you can see now more clearly what I thought was the entrance. And there's a huge waterfall. Let's see if I can show you. If I come over here, there is some water. See, can you see that? Right there? But most everything is dried. And then look at this view. Look at this. Oh my god. Imagine living here. Okay, here's the area where I thought there would be water. And I don't know if that's a black rock. Cesar thinks it's a black rock. Or if it's an entrance. You got my compass. And here looks like ruins. Look at that. Some sort of ruins. Wow. And there's ruins on top too, see? There. There's the pyramid. Now we're not sure if this is the other pyramid, and then we're not sure if this is a pyramid. I'm not sure, and if we're standing on one. I'm not sure. But maybe this is one too, right here. But now if you look down here, it's kind of a cliff, but this looks like an Inca trail maybe, or an old path right here. See that? See that path? And I think it goes on the side of the pyramid. Look at this, we found it on the ground. So weird. I wonder what that is. Okay, this is the part that I thought was the lake. See how it's so green right here? And over here's where I thought there was a tunnel. And I took a picture. I really do think there's one here. Right in there. Right at that. Right there. Yeah, somewhere in there. I think you can enter this pyramid. But see the water coming out of the mountain? Oh yeah, that's so cool. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm jerking. How do people do this without jerking around? Beautiful. Here we are on the other side of the pyramid, and that's the top. Up there. And then you can see over here some ruins. Right here. And over here, you see down here, waterfall. And these were what look to be the ruins, right? Right here. Okay, here is some sort of circular building. And you can see the bricks are very well cut. See that? And you can see there's a door right there. Wonder what this was used for. There's some more ruins down below as well on the second terrace. We just went up, we climbed up the terrace. A condor! Can you see it? Exacto. Exacto lo que pensé.
Sacamos la sombra como hasta acá abajo.
The top of the pyramid.
Ya está aprovechando. Media hora, por favor. Hoy uno más, don César, para escuchar. Se escucha bien, se lo juro.
Allá, ¿no?
Ajá, ya. Se escuchó re bien. Hija de... Mierda, ese grito, qué chaqueña. ¿Qué hacen aquí los chaqueños? ¿Hasta quién llegaba hasta allá?
Venía a conquistarnos.
Ahora sí, muchachos, vamos. Vamos.
And this is the top.
¿Qué tía? Con mi guitarra encendida voy a cantando
The flowers. So green here. I love it.
Mira, chango.
Todo lo que sube,
Tiene que bajar.
aquí baja por gravedad. Si no es por la buena, por la mala.
Por lo menos.
There's the waterfall.
Vamos.
Bye, pyramid. We'll be back.